Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky being chased out left. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, it stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And New York set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's a give to Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A handoff to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Lawletta. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, they run with Waller. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go. Red,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Lawletta. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3
right,
thus far. This is third and 9. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Trubisky.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Lauletta. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Throwing deep here for Coleman. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the kick by Rosas is good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Rosas now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Gotta go. Move. 18.
They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Dancing to his left, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
18.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Dupree that time. And it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky will throw. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Laletta to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit!
Back to throw, Laletta. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 41 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Again, it's Barkley. And And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. This is Barkley, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. The New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go to Barkley again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap to Lawletta. Now they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the run, it's Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. The Giants on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Larletta. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing. Wait up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
Move. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
18.
Trubisky to throw again. He hits White, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Trubisky to throw on second. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vic Beasley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Laletta, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now,
and got his man complete. The 20. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock, or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Lawletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Gone.
Lawletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3.
Come here, sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. Yeah. I go in back of the.